I'm teaching. Come on up. Hi, y'all. My kitty cat. You want to say hi? She does. You want to say hi to everyone? Can you see her? You want to say hi? It's a kitty. Oh, when she hugs me like this. So cute. Are you having a good day, baby? All right, we've got a kitty on our lap for the beginning of class. That's kind of cool. Hey, Chris. Welcome to class. Sorry I'm late. Please just pay attention to your breath and your heartbeats and your kitty cat. How you doing, baby? I love when she looks up at me like this. I love you, baby. Yeah. The theme today is engagement, containment, like we started to talk about on Monday. So this is my little affirmation for you. Be contained, cherished, nourished. You deserve it. Instead of obliterated, caged up, melted, defeated. Don't even entertain that. Right, my kitty cat? But it's not as easy as, as that. It's just not easy. It took kitty cat right here a long time to trust me, even to come into my house, right? Because even just coming inside felt like a cage. But the more she got nourished and fed and listened to and cuddled and cherished, the more she felt like that cage was a containment and not an engagement. And we all go through that in our lives, like, do we feel encaged? And instead of talking about containment today, because I think I covered that on Monday, we are going to talk about engagement. So when you're able to engage, then you are not. What do you got there? She's got something on her. What is that, baby? Better not be a tick. She's got a little dry spot. All right, I'll put something on that later, honey. Sorry, I'm distracted. Spit is also really healing. What's going on there, honey? Maybe she got bit by another kitty. When you can engage naturally and you're not cut off, you're not controlled, then that's one of the keys to not being stuck in that cage. When you feel comfortable, when you feel like you can express what you need, when, someone's not trying to one-up you and all that stuff, then you start to feel like, okay, I'm not in a cage. Like, I am being me. I am free. Freedom is what we're here for. I wish everyone could see how cute you are right now, kitty cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. She's like, no, I don't want to be seen. I'm jumping off your lap. Lemon juice is one of my favorite things to get me out of the cage of Candida. Whew, Candida is a fungus that grows when you eat a lot of sugar, which I did when I was a kid. And the interesting thing about that, it takes over your whole body, similar to alcohol. Candida is like a constant state of like dampness, like mold, practically. And it affects clarity of mind, it affects your heart, it affects all kinds of things. So when you cut through that crap, it's like one of the keys to unlocking that cage that is limiting your potential. as humans here on Earth, we've been taught more engagement than engagement and containment. It's been how we've survived through this discipline of having to participate in society in a certain caged way. But it's limited the way we've grown energetically and our ability to heal ourselves and each other through our natural self expressions and use of 100% of our brains, right? We only use how much of our brains? And using our brains fully also has to do with engaging our heart fully. If we're not using our brains fully, we're not using our hearts fully. We're not using anything fully. So in class today, we're just going to cultivate our chi. What does that mean? We're going to cultivate our freedom. We're going to cultivate our engagement, how we engage in a beautiful, conscious, lit up way with each other to help each other feel the love that we are, the magnificent miracles that we are. To be fully engaged with each other is not just engaged through speech, but engaged with our hearts. So if we're all projectors, there's a bunch of projectors in the room, but they're not turned on, then you don't see the pictures clearly. So how do we turn on so that our light is really bright? And how do we know that the picture that we're sending out there to the world is our light and not a molded light that was kind of twisted around by someone else, or like molded into something that is not fully you? That is caged up. We're going to get out of the cage. We're going to find the key of you and me through the chi. So let's notice our breath. Let's notice our heartbeats. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Notice where you might feel pain, where you might feel inflexibility. And when you start to feel that chi, you really start to feel like you're not in a cage anymore. When you're in a full state of chi, it's like your spirit is fully in your body and you feel bliss and you feel infinity and you feel eternity. And the interesting thing about that is that you're looking inside yourself. You're cutting out all the distractions in the world around you that is telling you you're not light and love, and you're just looking within and you feel that miracle of who you are, because that's who you really are. And then you look out and you see another image of yourself that doesn't feel as beautiful, perhaps, that doesn't feel as free. And that's because there's a blockage from that chi inside being able to get out and shine outside of you. But that'll come the more you practice the Qigong. But that is the prison bars I'm talking about. Your body. Is your body a prison, or is it a containment? If you picture a plant or a tree in a cage versus in the earth, are you being contained by the earth, or are you being caged up because you've been pulled out by the roots? And so you see, the more you root, the more all that light you see inside when you meditate will be able to reach the outside world, which will then reflect back on you so you truly see who you are, even when you're looking out, instead of ego. And maybe we're not meant to feel that completely until we've transitioned to another realm. But I think we can get there. It'll take all of us though, because when those single leaders pop up, like Gandhi, Bob Marley, prophets, they've been crucified, right? Why? Because they were the only ones doing it. If everyone did it, if we all got out there and did it, it'd be a lot harder to round us up and shoot us, right? Because it'll just be like this glowing light, that wave that washes over the world, and it will become addictive. Everyone will free themselves from the cage because they won't be scared. They won't be scared because they won't see people being singled out and punished for it. So with all that said, come up with an intention for class today for your chi. What do you need to find your key and to use your key so that you can express your chi more, not just from looking within, but also from looking at the world around you. And not just walks in nature, but the people you interact with. So my name is Aviva, and my intention is to be here with all of you today to help us find the keys to unlock us, unlock our greatest potential here on earth, our highest good. Allah Fife. I love life as you love life. I honor your deepest creation in this life, and I encourage you to love yourself and be yourselves for the highest good. What do you all need? And it's okay if it's super simple, like my knee hurts or my eyes hurt. Any intention you want to express will help you to connect with your bodies and feel like your body is a healthy containment, just like standing on the earth for your light that nourishes your light, that allows it to grow like a garden and bloom beautifully, strongly for the world. Branch's intent is to be numerical. Jabri's intention is to be here with you today and to take it easy on my body today, and he'd like some attention to his shoulders and feet today. Does Mr. Masashio have an intent? I'm looking at your comments. I don't see one yet, and that's okay. You don't have to share one. But if you do have one, please do share it. Mr. Masashio says, I'd like to get back to caring about things that don't matter. Aw, can you identify those things? Give us an example. Christopher's intent is to be pain-free. Thank you for sharing that. Anything else? Anyone else? All right, let's breathe. Oh, he defined normal people care about things that don't matter and they seem fine. Like ego stuff, like money stuff. Yeah, we can't really understand the struggles that other people go through and the choices they make. Only they know what's going on. But I do know that we are a collective consciousness on a certain level. So, people that are here are consciously working on their light and know that they can shine it brighter. But the majority of the world are um, like feathers, like flowing with the wind, and it doesn't make them any less special. They just need society. They just have found comfort in trusting society and following the herd, which is an important aspect of survival, all staying together. So it's like being in a big room and nobody turned the light on because they didn't know where the switch was. All it takes is one person to turn the light on and then everyone sees. But it took finding that light and flipping it on. And if everyone went towards that switch at the same time, it probably would not have been put on because like it would have like it's a very small switch, right? It takes a nice detailed movement, not like a whole herd movement. And I think there's a scientific design to that. It doesn't work when everyone does it, when everyone's going for that one switch. But if they find the switch inside themselves, so we can't worry about other people. Everything we project out there is coming from ourselves anyway. It's just good to trust. It's just, you can feel it. It's mysterious. It's still mysterious to me. I don't know everything, you know. I'm still figuring it out. I think we're figuring it out together. And I think one of the things is that we can't mentally understand it as much as feel it physically. I can feel physically when I don't feel right. And I can try to analyze it and rationalize it, but I can also just turn that switch back on so I can feel good. It's like someone unplugs my energy when I'm around them, like when we're around the people that care about things that don't really matter. What's even more important is that we don't we honor how we feel. You don't have to engage in anything that feels uncomfortable. That's the other side of it. If you're engaging in something that is hurting you, then you're actually being encaged. If you're engaging in something that feels good for you, then you're free. So let's breathe in our intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in our intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release your resistance. Release anything you don't need. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. How to activate our chi. We're going to do 3 acupressure points, and I'll probably go till 3:30 because I started so late. Our pericardium and our heart constrictor meridians protect our heart. And it's that cool Chinese organ. I think it's connected to the brain too. I need to look that up. That doesn't exist in Western medicine. In Western medicine, we just have a heart. And so we've got 5 organ systems in Chinese medicine, right? We've got the heart and the small intestine, liver, gallbladder, bladder, kidneys, stomach, spleen, and then we have the pericardium and the triple heater. So the pericardium is the energy that protects our heart. And the triple heater is our connection to the outside world. It's like 3 rings around the body. 1, 2, 3. And though they're like energetic organs, they're extremely powerful. Did I miss one of the organs? Kidneys, bladder? Did I say that? Lungs, large intestine. So there's 6. Sorry. So we activate the pericardium and the triple heater in this wrist area right here. There's some main points, and we're just going to squeeze up and down. And we're going to squeeze the other side. And then we're going to find this point about there. And we're going to gently press it for 3 seconds and release. 8 times. One, 2, 3, release. 1, 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 2, 3, release. And the other side, out there. One, 2, 3, release. 1, 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 2, release. Good job. Okay, so now I just want to look up the name of this. I can't remember all these names. Did I bring my book right here? Sorry. Okay. So, let's do the large intestine 11 point, which is the outside of the elbow area, like right here, like right where You can almost feel like a little depression there. I'm not talking about sadness. Um, that's a ghost point. This really helps with any kind of feeling of losing control. We're going to do that same thing. 1, 2, 3, release. So it's really good for road rage, for rage in general, because a lot of that, the ghost points deal with PTSD. So a lot of our rage might be connected to a past incident that we haven't fully processed. And so this helps with that. This helps let go of things. It helps with feeling too hot, rashes, hives, tendinitis, sore throat, bowel issues. It clears the heat in the body, basically. 4 more times. And clearing heat in the body, excess heat, also helps a lot with pain relief, Chris. And that's why lemon juice helps with that too, clearing that inflammation. So good. That's getting my rage out. Yeah, sometimes that happens. It's like you feel like almost like your emotions are being massaged out of you and you can just release it and get it out, which we're not really encouraged to do. Like people are scared of emotions, but that was like, sorry, Mr. Mustachio. We do a lot of anger release in class. I'll give a warning next time. Um, it's like pooping. You know, it's like suddenly going to the bathroom, which is rude to do in front of people. So I shouldn't do that. But let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. Release. Oh, here it comes. Warning. Turn your headphones down. Oh! Get it out. Sorry, neighbors. Okay, I want to do the hand one, but I want to remember what it's called. This next hand one, it's called the Lao Gong. It helps with balance. It's the Heart Master channel again, the Pericardium, like the one on this was. So you basically find it by kind of curling the middle finger down, and then that's the point right there. And 1, 2, 3, release. We're gonna do one hand and then the other. You can start with any hand you want. This also eases anxiety. So you can do it when you go testify. But this is one of the like, if you do it every day, mudras, you will have more energy. It's one of those, do this every day for better health and wellness because it's the Heart Master channel, balance point. Oh, wow. I haven't been doing primal therapy enough, so I've got some screams in me. Mm. 2 more. And the other side, center of the hand. 1, 2, 3, release. We are about to enter the bladder. Yeah, this is bladder time, 3 to 5. And we were in small intestine time, 1 to 3. That's interesting that our class is in small intestine time. Thanks, Jabri. Whew. We're going to do 2 more of these. All right. So, mudras, let's release the hands, are so good for pain relief. This next one is the ultimate pain relieving mudra. Doing this for like 15 minutes a day as you meditate can clear a lot of inflammation in the body. I think one reason why when we sit still and do meditation and mudras, we clear inflammation is because we're not doing other things that could be causing it. So this is kind of complicated, so just do the best you can. Remember, intention is everything. If you don't get it perfect, don't stress about it. You're going to put that right index finger on the middle left finger. Boink. Then you're going to put the right middle finger on your left pointer finger. So you're basically like touching the opposite finger. That's the opposite finger. Then you're going to take the ring finger of the right, put it on the pinky of the left, and then the pinky to the ring finger the other way. So pinkies to ring fingers of the other hands and middle fingers to pointer fingers, thumbs just relax. If you want me to do it again, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, we're going to just chill with this. It's literally called the Arthritis Mudra because it helps with arthritis, but it helps with all pain. It helps with all pain and all inflammation. If you can't get out of the bed in the morning because you're in so much pain, you might want to try this. There was a bright and bushy-tailed girl in my class yesterday. I'm starting to teach classes live now. Before I went to Alabama, I taught a class, and when I did the Lao Gong point, she was like, I do this every single day, all the time, when I'm just like waiting in line or blah, blah, blah. And she was like, maybe that's why I have so much energy. And the rest of the class was like, you do have so much energy. So that was kind of cool. Let's hold this for 2 more minutes. And if it is hard for you, then just relax the fingers. Yeah, I had a show in Alabama last night, and I had a Qigong class that I taught in Atlanta in the morning. Okay, so basically you put the pointer finger to the middle finger to pointer finger. And if you just get that and you just want to chill on that, then you can start with that. And then the ring finger of the other hand goes to the pinky of the other, the pinky to the ring. And there you go. And I'm happy to do it again if you want me to. I think I have a video on my channel. If you Google Arthritis Mudra, then it should pop up where I go over it like 4 or 5 times. Because it's hard to remember these. I have to do things over and over again to remember it. And I've got my notes here helping me too. 1 more minute. By the way, I'm really happy you're all here sharing this energy with me. This is a free class. If you would like to donate, I welcome it. You know, whatever you want. If you want to share your energy that way, I will put the donation tab. Do I have it open? Let me see. I should really bookmark it, shouldn't I? All these technological savvy things that we can do. I could donate. That's a few different ways. Cash App, Venmo. Yeah, you could just send me $1. It doesn't have to be a big donation. Whatever you want. Let's go ahead and stand up. We're going to do a couple of acupressure points on the feet. So we're going to start with some knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Now I'm demonetized, right? So that's basically your kidneys. So your kidneys are like the door to heaven, apparently. There's a little acupressure point in the middle of the kidneys that it cultivates or harnesses your Jing Qi, your life Qi. So it's like heaven coming into you, life force. So we're going to just gently knock on that door like this. It's kind of like dragging our hands across that area and like feeling the heaven in our lower back as opposed to the possible hellish pain. Bending the knees a little bit. Yeah, Mr. Mustachio, like that mattering and things matter, not mattering thing is kind of like 2D to 3D, right? It's like in the 3D world, the 2D stuff, parameters, isn't as important. And in the 2D world, those 3D parameters are not even possible. So if you're in a 3D world and someone else is in a 2D world, like they can't connect. All right, let's do the elemental form. I don't think we've done that this week. We're just going to go through the 5 elements that make up the body with movements that support that. Starting with the earth. Our hands are like this, and our feet are a little bit more than shoulder width apart. Lift those toes, drop them back down, and just get a nice down, up movement. Earth energy is what we're starting with. Earth energy is what is so important to get contained as opposed to encaged. The cage is a torture. Being contained is like a hug. Nice. Is that someone else's quote or did you just come up with it? I love it. So the earth energy is like digging a nice big hole to start a fire in. Oh, so it is your words. I love it. You're so creative. Oh, you mean a song about lift the toes? All right, so now we've got that hole dug. Now we need to chop the wood. So we're going to go into the metal element, the fall, chop the wood for the fire. So we're going to bring the arms up and then we're going to be like axes, just chopping back and forth, bending up and down. Got to take care of those basic needs, you know? That's freedom. You might feel like, oh, you're trapped in this world where you're dependent on others, but if you chop your own wood to make your fire, then you're free. Ah, that's a powerful sentence right there, Mr. Mustachio. I'm gonna screenshot this conversation. Oh, it's good stuff. Mm. Oh. Chopping that wood, and then what are we doing? Are we ready to make a fire? What's the next element? It's not something that'll help you make a fire, but it might help you grow some more trees now that you've chopped that wood down. We are going to go into that water element to water for the next fire to get that wood ready. And we're just going to go up and down. Because we just chopped down the wood with our metal element. Now we're going to create more wood for the next fire before we light the fire. How productive is that? Okay. After you water the plants, you are creating wood. And this is our wood movement. Roots, trunks. Have you ever swam with dolphins, anyone? Oh, I thought there were only 11 dimensions. Mm. Wood energy in the body. That's what we're in right now. This is the time where your wood energy is growing to put on the fire. But it might be for next year, not this year, because you already chopped the wood for this year. But before you burn it, you got to plant the wood for next year. One more tree and then we're going to burn it. Ready? It is fire time. So we scoop up the flame over our heads, get on the tippy toes, and then the arms drop down with the feet. Dolphins are cool. Some say we've evolved from dolphins more than monkeys. Are you enjoying the fire? The fire is the heart, small intestine energy, which we are at the end of time-wise in Atlanta. Small intestine time ends at 3 o'clock. So it's a very fiery time of class. 1 to 3 is small intestine, and 11 to 1 is heart. So all of my classes are during fire time. It's interesting. It's like all the elements coming together. Supposedly the most powerful time to do Qigong is noon. That's what I'm kind of going off of on the Mondays class. Any yin yang doorway. So midnight is also a really powerful time. When yin meets yang and yang meets yin. 12 and 12 are supposedly the times. I'm going to do one more flame. And then we're almost done with the element form. So what's next? We take some water because of all the fire energy. And then we go back to digging a hole in the earth for the next one. Late summer. It goes with the seasons, so it's easy. It's also another easy way to remember the moves. The fire is in the summer. And then the earth energy is not one of the 4 main seasons. It's the 5th season that we don't really recognize in America, recognize in China. It's called late summer. I guess it could have a name of its own, but it doesn't. Not the same as Indian summer. So we go back to the earth element for late summer. Bend up. Now, supposedly doing this form, I gotta be honest, I don't know if it was this exact form, but it is defined as the element form. If you look at the study, the PubMed study, if you do this form every day, and probably any Qigong, to be honest, 20 minutes a day was studied to lower your resting insulin level or sugar level or blood glucose level. Whatever it was, it helped to heal diabetes. Of course, not eating sugar helps too. And your resting glucose level also is connected to different diseases and inflammation as well. So it takes pain out of the body when you do balance out that glucose better. Excellent job, y'all. I'm going to take a screen break for 20 seconds. Shake yourselves out. And we're going to do a couple more standing things and then we'll do the foot massage. Wow. Interesting. How's my baby? How's my kitty cat? So smart. I needed a spoonful of sea moss. I'm going to show you chi walking. We're just going to do it for a couple of minutes because it's one of the easiest things you could do every single day. 20 minutes a day is the goal. Starlights, to get inside and start shining that light outside of you, which heals so many diseases, helps with so many issues. So it starts with the movement of the wrists just kind of floating up like a zombie. And then gently let the arms float down. Now you could just do that up and down, keep those knees bent to keep your body flowing with that earth energy. But what you can do is left foot up and then slide it to the left. And that's called chi walking. Now I'm obviously just going to stand in place and do it, but you guys can move forwards, backwards, around in a circle. We're going to go 2 minutes of this, which is going to be very beneficial. Like literally, like just sending me $1 is so beneficial. Just sending me $2 is so beneficial. Just like just doing 2 minutes of Qigong is actually like worth thousands of dollars, like $2,000. Every time you do 2 minutes of Qigong, it's like giving yourself $2,000. Every time you give me $1, it's like giving me $1,000. It goes a long way. It's like pennies from heaven. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Every time you give me a thumbs up, it's like 50 bucks. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over the ground. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So if you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree, because you might get hit by lightning, or you're supposed to. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and for me. All right. That is our chi walking. Let's do some blooms. So you can just do that simple move 20 minutes a day. I'm giving you all tools to get yourselves out of the cage and into the engagement and into the containment of your nourishment. Feet shoulder width apart, hands towards the thighs, and then lift them up like a blooming flower, like a rainbow. You can lift them as high or low as you want. Again, we're going to just do this for 2 minutes. Well, it is true. If you do appreciate this class, you should give me $1 because I have to pay my internet. And what if 1 month I don't have the money? Then you won't get the class because I don't have the internet. And then what? It'd be so sad. Just kidding. Then you'll just have to show up in a park with me and do the Qigong. Thanks for the thumbs up. Mm. I might not have a phone. How do you know if I have a phone or not? I am not my cell phone. I am me. One more minute. This move came to me in Hawaii. I call it blooming. It's just something I started doing during the Wu Qigong and it felt so good. So I was like, well, I should share it with my class. We called it the Love 100 back at the YMCA. We would do 100, which was basically just doing it for 10 minutes. All right, shake it out. How y'all feeling? I feel like we should do one more standing movement here. Let me know if you have any questions or anything you want to share about class. We're going to do, I almost want to call it the straw. It's part of the muscle tendon change form. You bend your knees and you grab an imaginary ball in front of you. And you bend the knees and you wiggle it up an imaginary tube. It's like a ball in a straw. It's like a bubble tea, right? And then push. And again. One more time. Push. Press up, down, all around. Hands to your heart and circle down. We're going to turn 45 degrees to the right and circle this energy ball around. And every time you go out, bring it a little bit further out. And allow yourself to smile, relax your face. And we're going to go the other direction, 45 degrees to the left. Good job, y'all. Any other requests of standing stuff before we take a seat and do our foot massage? I heard that rumor too. Is it true? Facial paralysis. I'm filling up on my water. I heard it was supposed to get to 80 today, but it was feeling pretty cold earlier. No, tomorrow is supposed to be an 80. All right, I don't see any questions, so let's go ahead and pop our squat again. Sit. Alrighty, tighty. We're going to start by just a quick wrist stretch. Each finger separately. The other side. Very puppy today. Might be all the tater tots I had last night. All right, we're going to come in and out. Thanks, Shabri. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad I could help. I'm going to do shoulder stuff now. Check it out. Squeeze and down. Turn to the, do 2 more. Turn to the right, bring your shoulder up. Breathe out. Other side. Whichever was easier, do that 5 times. Other side. And then tick tock, ear to the shoulder, breathe in, release. Other side. Whichever was easier, do that 5 times. And the other side 3 times. All right, open the hands into a V. Bring it around the left ear, right hand to left ear. Scoop down till you swallow and then rub that shoulder. And do that 2 more times. Oh. Other side. Two more times. Wow, okay. I need to scream. Can I mute this? Oh my gosh, this is so painful right here. I didn't realize. Holy cow. I don't know what that is. Like, literally feels like a knife. Hey, it feels good to scream it out. All right, we're going to go to our feet now. Pick a foot, any foot, and rotate each toe a few times in each direction. And pull it away. She loves when I scream. She's just like, I hear you. Animals are intuitive. But if I stomp my foot and I'm wearing a boot, she's like, what the heck? Because it's not connected really to, I don't know, emotions. But they understand emotions. Rotate the whole ankle in both directions. Pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. Rub between the toes. And find a point on your foot. That's a trigger point. Hold that for 20 seconds. And release. Tap, tap, tap. Go to the point under the knee on the inside of the leg, 2 or 3 fingers below, and give that a nice circling and nice pressure for 20 seconds. You can just hold it or do little circles. If you feel like class is putting you to sleep, that's okay. You might really need to go to sleep and recharge, reset yourself. Your body can get tired if it starts flushing out toxins, so make sure you get that lemon juice in the water to scrub it out and enjoy a little snooze. All right, on top of above the knee on the outside of the leg is another pressure point. You're gonna find that. Hold that for 20 seconds while you Google stuff. I just want to keep pressing this. It feels so good. Kitty cat, you coming to say hi again? Come on. Come on up. Sure. Come on up. Yeah, you can. You want to? Come on. Come say hi to everyone. Yeah, that's fine. You want to say hi? I know I promised I'd hang out with you after class. I know it's late. I know, baby. I love you, baby. Look at this girl. I see you, baby. Are you my baby, baby? Do you see yourself in the screen? Yeah? Are you gonna stay? No. All right, other foot. Rotate each toe a few times in each direction. And pull the toe. Yeah, kind of abandoned her yesterday for a while. I went to Alabama, 3 hours each way and then 3 hours for the show. She didn't have a Viva for like at least 9, 10 hours. It's a lot. It was amazing. I posted a picture on Facebook, but someone took a couple videos too. And Josh Carples, the professional photographer, was there, so he probably got some really epic pictures. The musicians I played with were amazing. It was a songwriter in the round. All right, rotate ankle. Both directions. Pull the toes back. Rub the bottom of the feet. And rub in between your toes. I didn't realize it was just a straight shot down 85 to get to Montgomery. It was literally like just 2 minutes off the exit. So it was basically the easiest road trip ever. Oh, that sounds so fun. Yeah, he was pretty good at like being not in our faces, but he would come right up to us. Okay. Find a point on the bottom of the foot and hold that for 20 seconds. Well, anywhere on the foot, a trigger point. Trigger points are key for so much for helping you flow. All right. Tappity tappity tap 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 titty tap 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 tap. All right. Let's find a point under the knee on the inside of the leg. Simulates that spleen, that gallbladder. Hold that for 20 seconds. Okay. And then above the knee. Hold that. On the outside of the leg. Tiger Lily's not a lap cat, but just in the past week, she's been jumping on my lap a lot. I was editing a video yesterday and she ran like all the way from one side of the room to the other and jumped on me. I didn't even know she was coming. It scared me so much. I was like, ah! All right, beautiful people. That's all I got for you. Let's go ahead and close class with a bow and then hang out. See if you got any questions or any comments or any aha moments you want to share, challenges, whatever. Thank you, lineage holders. Thank you, teachers. Gratitude paving the way for abundant knowledge. Fill yourselves up with gratitude and compassion and spread this out to the whole entire world like a bow and arrow. Boink! Yeah. Embrace the power that you are, the chi that you are, the love that you are, the joy, the lightness, feeling of infinity, forever, and fun. Amazing. Can you contain that when you open your eyes? And what will that take? Will it take all of us? Opening our eyes at the same time, or one of us flipping the switch? I don't know. Have a blessed day. See you on Monday, 11:30, which is a fluid time. And see you at Golden Drops Cafe live Saturday in Atlanta. If you're around, come say hi. 3 to 5 this Saturday. Golden Drops Cafe on Claremont Road. That's all I got to say. Alla five.